Less than fire on charge. Less than fire on charge.
Hey guys, what's going on? DaleyGaming here, back with some more Verdun gameplay. Now, I wasn't sure what kind of video I should make today. I've been doing some Men of War earlier in the week, and just wasn't quite sure what to upload. So I decided to record some Verdun, and then I just thought I'd tell you guys one of my life stories. One of my not that my life has had a ton of stories yet, but one of them. Now, you guys have been wanting me to do some more daily times and get to know who I am a little better. I'm always up for that. So I thought, yeah, just tell you guys a story. So this story occurred way back in my freshman year of high school. I'm now a junior, and school's over in like 4 days, so I'll be a senior. So imagine little rosy-cheeked Daily, not super small. I was a big kid, 5'10", I think, at that time. So basically, I'm gonna protect the names of people. So I'll call my friend who's in this story Craig. So me and my friend Craig are in video production class. It's a class where learn to make movies, learn how to edit using Final Cut, stuff like that. It's a very fun class. So we were in that class, and we had just finished our script, and we were ready to go out into the halls and do some filming. So we grabbed a camera, and we went out into the halls. And in my school, there is this sort of program called North Star. Now, North Star isn't like for special needs kids. It's more for like sort of young troubled kids. They're not necessarily special needs. Some of them are, but most of them are just sort of like come from broken homes, stuff like that. They're just really hard to deal with. I mean, not all of them, but most of them are pretty hard to deal with, and so they have teachers with them at all times, and they just don't really go into normal classrooms because they're so difficult to deal with, and regular teachers can't handle it during their normal classes. Now, video production, the room is at the very end of the North Star hallway. It is not part of North Star. It's just where they could fit the video production room at the end of designing the building. So you have to walk through North Star to get to the video production room. This results in some weird stuff happening, and this is one of those events where some weird stuff happens. So me and my friend Craig, we grab our camera, and we walk out into the hall, and we take a left at the nearest staircase, because we're going to go ahead and film a scene on a staircase. So we turn into the staircase, and we start heading up to the second floor. Now, there's this guy and a girl, and they're sitting on the stairs, and the guy is maybe like 2 or 3 stairs above the girl, and the girl's below him. And I recognize them as being from, the North Star program, because, I take the class, so I have to walk down the hall all the time. I see them, and stuff like that. They're very loud in the halls. Like, they don't have the normal period schedule that we do, so when our bell rings, they don't move. They just sort of stay in the same area. So when our bell rings, we go out, and they're still messing around in the hallways or like in their classes, and oh, sorry. So we see them, and they're always yelling and stuff. It's kind of interesting. So anyway, we go ahead, and we're on the stairs. One of them is a couple stairs up, and the other one, the girl, is like 2 or 3 stairs down, and the girl's, sort of facing the guy. So me and my friend Craig, we think nothing of it, so we sort of start running up the stairs. Now, halfway up the stairs, we sort of notice, like, that the girl's in the guy's lap, right? So we look over, and what we see is, and, there's no easy way to put this, but, like, the girl's giving the guy a blowjob, and we're like, what the what the hell? So we don't know what to do because we're halfway up the stairs and they're sitting there like right next to us. We just like realize what they're doing and we're like, okay, we have a decision to make. We either go back down the stairs and make it more awkward, or we keep going and act like nothing happened. So, or we could stop and be like, "Hey, nice job, man," but no, that's terrible. I'm sorry. So we're like, what the hell? So we just sprint as fast as we can up the stairs, and we we make it up, and we come down later, and they're gone. I don't know why we used the same staircase at that point, but you know, that was just one of those weird events that happened in my school. And of course, we were like, "What? Who does that? Like, if you really need to do that in school, which you don't, just go to the bathroom or something. Not the friggin' staircase." No one said they're the brightest bulbs. So, like, what the fuck? You know, it was sort of traumatizing, and we never really can't look at that staircase the same way again. So I mean, yeah, it was a weird event in my life, and you know, I was a freshman. This was only like 2 or 3 weeks into the school year, so I was like, "What is this school?" I mean, since then, nothing like that has happened again. Of course, I've had some weird other stuff happen in my school. I can tell you guys more stories if you want. If you guys want to hear some more stories from me, I can put some gameplay up and just tell some more things that have happened in my life. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little story. It was just a weird thing that happened to me. Kind of funny. If you guys enjoyed, hit the like button. Comment if you've had any weird sexual encounters in your school. I don't know if that's the right word for it. But I hope you all enjoyed. Comment, rate, and subscribe if you did. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.